Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to NeoCab. This is Dan, and thank you for joining me once again. So, we are in the midst of Lina coming into Los Ojos, and just things have been going on, and we learned about our, what was it, field grid? Crazy concept, but I don't know how it's going to fit into the game mechanics, but it's an interesting thought, a nice experiment, assuming that it works the way that I think it does. But, you know, I'm going to reserve judgment for how it comes out. But let's get into this and see how Lina's new life works out. All right. So last time we left off, we were waiting to, or looking to, maybe get a new fare. But first, what we need to do is actually, we saw this new thing in our journal, but we need to go get a charge. So we need to go here. Zoom out. All right. Coin only, no USD accepted. So you can't use US dollar. I guess that means cash. And so you gotta use coin, which appears to be this universe's version of, I don't know, Bitcoin? Like online currency cash? Maybe something that's only accepted by Capra? Yeah, juice by Capra. Everything's Capra. Capra, 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 everything. Capra all the things. Alright, so, and we have a very poor history with Capra, such as it is, but you can only do with what you got, so it's only going to take a little bit of juice to get there, and then we're going to juice up. Ah, this must be a station. Definitely time for a recharge. Plus, the weird way the hum of the charging stations made my head feel stuffed with cotton. I kind of loved it, even if it was probably killing my brain cells. It would cost me 1.32 per bar. A little steep, but here I was. Get a full charge, pay for 2 bars. Let's get a full charge. That way we can take on more customers. I mean, we have 79. I'm sure we're going to need to get other stuff, pay for other things, but, you know, oftentimes it's go big or go home, and we're technically home because we're moving here, so let's go big. I continued on my way. All right, now we go back to, yep, here we go. Now we zoom out, and who do we want to go? What is this? Gideon DeKalb. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. This looks like a anarchy sign. I'm not sure how that's going to come out, and it's going to use up a lot of our juice to go on this trip, it looks like. Ali Bream, peace, love, and LO. Anthony Colton, founder and chief cat herder at Cure 8 All, putting a gentler dent in the universe. Well, this one looks like a quick trip, whereas this one looks like a much longer trip, and this one, I don't know, kind of tough to say. This person's got 4 stars, 5, and 5. I say we go with this one. It's a 5-star trip, short trip. We're going through Liberty Heights, which I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if that means anything, but we'll go for this one first and see how it goes. Dung. Alright. Sorry, I'm running to meet you, but still 2 blocks away. Running to meet me? Can you just stop at the next corner instead of the pickup zone? Ooh, I don't know what that does for, like, our payment and such. I'm out of breath. Great. Not doing what the PAX wanted could hurt my star rating, but pull over in an AV zone would risk a stop from the LOPD. Ooh. What do we do? Not to mention a ticket that could set me back some serious coin. Man, do we risk the ticket or do we risk losing the star? I think we got to protect our own asset, even if it means losing some stars. And she says peace, love, and LO, right? So maybe she'll be fine. Couldn't risk the ticket. I drove past the pin a block or so and pulled up to a drab warehouse that had been turned off and had been turned into lofts. Hey, sorry, can we go? Whoa. Dude. Of course. She is, like, teched up. Look at all Capra. I wonder if this is just Capra gear or if she works for Capra. Look at all this technology stuff. Look, what is this? The blue is probably the stamina because she was out of breath. Maybe this is health, and what's this purple thing? Is that mana? Does she have magic? Oh, maybe it's a battery. Battery for all the stuff that she's got. Of course. It's cool. I glanced at her suit for a second. What was she wearing? Half my packs have those hollow space displays, but the full body thing? So she has more than most people, but most people have some amount of it. And this is what her phone was doing. It's got like holograms. Barely an hour here, and already Savvy was flaking and my packs was covered in weird gadgets. Welcome to Los Ojos. What's good? Any plans tonight? Well, we kind of moved here. I mean, it's true, and that maybe that could explain to her why we didn't just, like, you know, stop for her. Yeah, kinda. I just moved here. My friend and soon-to-be roommate is being beyond flaky right now. It's true that she is, but let's be cordial. And it's been interesting. I took a deep breath. Come on, Savvy. I thought we were past this. Yeah, LO is usually pretty interesting, no matter what. Oh wait, I gotta top up. Mind if I plug in? The suit's running low. Oh, so she's gonna use our battery! My car's battery was terrible at holding a charge, but it looked like I could spare some at the moment. Yeah, we need a good rating more than we need the charge. And we topped up the whole way, so maybe we're good. Sure, happy to help. Thanks, gotta stop forgetting to charge at every stop. Capra makes you pay extra to use the ports in the cars. Oh, did you choose a neocab with a human just because you didn't want to pay for that? Is that the reason why? Are you taking advantage? Because that seems really, really messed up if you are. Hey, we don't nickel and dime people here at Neocab. Never let people say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing. Oh, are you a gig worker? Maybe this good deed will help me when I'm limping along to a charging station later. You don't have to worry about your rating with me. I used to be a Capra mate. Keep it above 4.8 stars or else. So, that's in the... I don't know where we were earlier. Oh! Because she worked for Capra mate. Capra mate. Is that like a Tinder, maybe? Sounds familiar. It's 4 for us. Or that's pretty strict. I mean, that is pretty strict. That's pretty strict. Seriously, you get one person having a bad day and there goes your rating. You ever work for Capra? I did. Never again. A lot of drivers went into Capra mates after the culling. Yeah, it sounds like she worked for Capra mates too. Yeah, we got a pretty raw deal. Capra just patched our cars over the air. I was right at the beginning of a shift. Oh, so they worked for Capra, running cars or driving the cars, like Uber or Lyft or other ride-hailing service. And then Capra, who owns the cars and the equipment, they were just like, oh, we're just gonna send an update to the car, and now all of these things are automated. Like, screw y'all. And it happened to her right at the beginning of a shift. Jeez, man. What a way to get fired, essentially. I booted up, but the wheel was locked. Then it drove me home. Seriously? I would have freaked. So, wait. Sorry, one sec. How long have you been driving for NeoCab? It's so annoying when packs try to pretend that they didn't just zone out into their hollow space for a second. Yeah, she's not really paying attention, is she? I mean, just look at all the stuff that she's got in her face. Almost 2 years. But I try not to think about it. Moving on, though. What's your opinion of NeoCab, the company? Was I missing something about these questions, and how honest did she expect me to be? I mean, it's mixed. I mean, you're a gig worker. You don't have, like, a steady pay. And I can't imagine that it's, like, incredible. Is there supposed to be a shiny light on this? I don't know. I'd say, I don't know, let's just say it's pretty mixed. NeoCab corporate jerks us around sometimes. But Capra is pure evil, so... Oh! Hey, did you see the sign we just drove past? I don't know. That's like the best banh mi in town. The words went straight to my stomach. I hadn't stopped to eat all night. I knew she was hungry. I knew it. Oh, do they have pork floss? Oh, do they have vegan pate? Oh, do they have Neo crab? I mean, if you're gonna have banh mi, you gotta have the pate. But vegan pate? I don't know. And I'm not really pork flossy with my banh mi's. No. And Neo crab? I mean, real crab or no crab. That's my take. I would go with the pate. Maybe the vegan pate is, like, better than nothing. Oh, do they have vegan pate? No. But they do this machine-spun soy protein fiber mesh. Oh, super high-tech. It's like umami cotton candy. So, hey, would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? I'm not sure what that is, honestly. Remind me what that is? Sorry. That's a dumb question. Why would a NeoCab driver be for something that bans all non-automated cars? Yeah, that is a dumb question. Why would you think that she would be for it? Wait, what? So a few weeks ago, this famous ballet dancer died in a car attack. Car attack? People were just out having a good time, and this guy drove straight into a crowd. Oh. Sophie and, like, 15 other people were killed. That's awful. Like, who was the driver? Is that why I've seen so many police? Who was the driver? Nobody knows. They never released his name, or else... I don't know. Some people think it was all planned to get this law to happen. Maybe it was. Capra, if they're evil, maybe it was a Capra car, like, disguised as a regular car, and, like, the person behind the wheel wasn't actually in control. Just like when they took, like, Lina home, you know? The wheel was locked, and it just drove her home after basically she got canned from Capra. And maybe it was all planned by them, and if they're evil, they wouldn't care about like 15 people dying if it meant that, you know, their corporate bottom dollar, bottom line just like increased, what, maybe 3, 4, 10 times. Probably be fine with it. Be like, oh wow, that was really cheap. Anyway, the voting is a few days, so it'll all blow over soon. Blow over? If the law passed, it looked like I'd be out of a job. Yeah, that's a Capra buzzed by me. Oh. Yeah, those automated cars, man. Of course. Make human drivers illegal, and how else would people get around the city? So, I know it's dumb, but I just need a clear answer. Here, I'll repeat the question. Would you say your opinions on Sophie's Law are mostly positive or negative? Wait a sec. Was she reading these off of some kind of script? I think she is. I mean, it says right here, Capra. I think she's like an actual, like, Capra spy or something, or she's collecting info for Capra. Like, trying to see what the public's opinion, or maybe these people's opinion of it are. Let's try to change this. Let's try to change the subject here. Maybe we can talk about her. Maybe she'll be self-absorbed. So, what's that you're wearing? Oh, right. You're new in town. I do surveillance for Capra. Fake surveillance? Or something? Surveillance? Yeah, like surveillance is from above. Surveillance is from below. Oh. So, streetwise surveillance. Yeah. Is that French? Yeah, look, Lina's really upset right now. She's in the red. Is that French? It's Capra speak to me. I don't really get it either. Every time I see it, it sounds like I'm getting called out for being short. They've got cameras and sensors all over this suit. Yep. Like I said, the Capra logo gave it all away. I'm like a big sponge sucking in data from everything and sending it to Capra. And you get into a neocab? That sounds really sus if you ask me. Really, really sus. So you've been recording our conversation all along? And so those questions are what Capra wants to know about us, huh? Yeah, so I feel like, I don't know what the law is here, but at least in the state that I live in, it's a two-party consent. Both sides have to be consenting to being recorded. So you've been recording our conversation all along? Yeah? Sorry, I forget I'm even doing it. It's just always tracking. Ambient radiation, my own vitals. If there's an off-the-shelf sensor for it, I'm probably wearing it. So those questions are what Capra wants to know about us, huh? They let us chat a little bit, but yeah, it's their questionnaire. Ugh! Dude, they're just like, yeah, everything is like, it's going through them. They want to know. They want to know. They sent her the questions. I'm upset for Lina. Like opposition research stuff. Gotta fill my quota. I'm really sorry. I just assume everyone I talk to knows. So I've been talking to Capra this whole time. About me. About the job I scraped together when they fired me. I felt my shoulders tighten and dug my nails into the wheel. All the Capras snaking through the lanes suddenly came into focus like a swarm, like I was surrounded. Yeah, let's try to breathe. Let's take a, like, we can blow it up, or we can take a deep breath, and just like woosah, you know? I tried to breathe. Sorry, but what the hell? I gotta say, I wish I'd gotten some warning. Yeah, seriously. Like, I truly don't believe that this lady, like, meant any harm. But yeah, seriously. I gotta say. Oh no, that does not look good. She was staring right at my wrist. My field grid was blazing red. That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! See, people can see your emotions, and even if you're trying to be, like, cordial or trying to be sociable, it gets out there, and it makes people, like, think differently. And here she is, she's panicking because it's like, oh no, I made her really upset now. Let me switch this damn thing off. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to do that. I mean, it's already done. The damage has been done. We know now. No, you don't have to. I just did. I should have realized when you said it's your first night in LO. All this stuff is normal to me. We're so focused on our metrics. It's a terrible introduction, but welcome to Los Ojos. We got great food and a poopy panopticon. Yeah, won't you get in trouble for shutting it off? Yeah, I'm sorry I got angry. I get that it's just your job. Yeah, maybe we'll be, you know, we'll take responsibility for how we feel, because there are feelings, you know. Not that I don't feel like you should apologize for your feelings unless they hurt somebody. They didn't hurt her, and we didn't say anything to, like, be mean to her. She just saw the color on the field grid, you know, and that just made her all of a sudden just kind of like back off. But it's like not like we're doing anything that made her feel that way, you know. Sorry I got angry. I get that it's just your job. It's not worth making people miserable, you feel? She was quiet for the first time. I could feel her relaxing now that the suit had gone dark. Allie flashed a smile at me, and I could finally see her face. Anyways, I love your hair. I cut mine short like that once. I miss it. In this heat, I just want to shave it all off. But that's a whole look, you know? Am I babbling? It's been too long since I've talked to someone real. Yeah, I mean, look at all the gizmos you've got on you. Like, for real. Ever since I took this job, it's like I'm just a passenger in this suit. You know what I mean? Capra does the talking, and I'm along for the ride. Yeah, I got that when I was driving for Capra too. For what it's worth, I'm glad I got out of Capra. Yeah, I mean, it's just her job, and she's just basically, she's a drone for them. They're handling all the shots, and she just, like, is just going with the flow. And both, I guess, both figuratively and literally, Lina went through the same thing, because, you know, like, she was working for Capra, but then they literally drove her home when they automated all their cars. Maybe we could just tell her that we're glad we got out of there. For what it's worth, I'm glad I got out of Capra. Well, more like one day my job drove away without me. I still have the keys somewhere. I might bury them in the desert. I should mount them like antlers. I think I like the mount idea, although that kind of puts them in your view. But maybe if, like, you're strong enough, you can see them and, like, not let it rule over you. I should mount them like antlers. Definitely. I pulled up to a shopping center, skyscrapers on one side and the skeletons of their future neighbors on the other. Hey, Allie. Do we tell her don't give up, you'll find something better, or thanks again for switching it off? Well, she wasn't very happy about, like, being a passenger in her own... I mean, she said suit, but I mean, essentially it's her body and her life. Don't give up. You'll find something better. Yeah, gotta stay on your hustle, right? Thanks for not kicking me out of your car. Thanks for hearing me out, or never let him say gig worker solidarity isn't the thing, right? Oh, because, oh, she's doing it as a gig worker as well. Yeah. Never let him say gig worker solidarity isn't a thing, right? I mean, we let you charge your suit while we were here. Damn right. Alright. Now we're feeling good. Feeling good. I'll hit you up if I need a real human again. Good luck in Los Ojos. I watched the suit blink back to life as she vanished into a crowd of shoppers. Looked like Capra could find their way into my car no matter what. Even through a sweetheart like Allie. Alright. Allie Bream gave you 5 stars. Gig folk gotta stick together. Stayed perfect. Oh yeah. And so we earned back all of our money for ride fare. So we made 9. So the 550 was essentially what we paid to charge up. The fare was $426. Oh, do we have to? How does that work? Do we get the full amount here? The 9? I don't remember what we were at. Liberty Heights, and our battery is still decent, I guess. Sorta. As I turned the corner, I slowed the car. A throng of people had gathered in the street. They surrounded an empty Capra car in a messy circle. They were yelling, barking things at each other and at the car. A few were taking swings at it with chains. The auto car made dozens of tiny rapid-fire turns, trying to free itself from the circle. I thought of a moth trapped between window panes. Then another sound. Was that my back door? What the heck? You just got in. You didn't call for a neocab, man. But Lina, why did you just like leave your doors unlocked? I need to get out of here. I need to go. I'll pay. What the? Listen, I'll explain, but we need to go. You're a neocab, right? You drive people. We need to go. I can't be here. Your field grid state colors your choices, sometimes adding new options and sometimes disabling them. So if we're in the red, we have this extra option of what the heck are you doing in my car? Or we can, do this other things. But seriously, what the heck is he doing in our car? But, after what happened there, maybe he was in that Capra car. Let's just breathe, okay? My pulse raced in my ears so loud I couldn't think straight. Oh, man. So what does that mean? Does it mean we can't take this choice anymore? My pulse raced in my ears. Yeah, I guess that we're so red we can't take that choice. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I suppose bursting out at this guy is kind of the natural choice. So maybe this is like, if someone just got in my car, but I've also never been a gig worker and driven people around, so I don't know. I feel like this would be the thing, but maybe you get used to it? What the heck are you doing in my car? You want to ride, you go through neocab. You don't just open my door without asking. Look, I'm sorry, seriously, but that's my frickin' bike under the wheels of that Capra, okay? What? The Capra hit you or something? I nearly died. And if we don't get out of here now, the cops will be here and my life will actually be over. I can explain everything, but first you need to put some distance between us and that mob. Okay. I mean, yeah, that sounds terrible, but I mean, he does look, I mean, maybe it's just the graphics, but I mean, he does kind of look like out of it, so. I clenched my hands on the wheel. No way I was letting anything slide right now. Okay, so I guess we can't do some of this other stuff. Heat flared into my face. I was sick and tired of being pushed around. Okay, okay. You know what? No. If the cops are coming, that's your issue. And stop telling me what to do from the backseat of my own car. I let the silence and the tension fill the space. The packs looked so scared. The mob outside was getting worse, and did I really want to deal with LOPD right now? Hey, you've got the panic eyes. I see you. Do you see me? I can usually get a read on a person the first time I see their face. Savvy called it my truth download. Not like she ever listened when it was about someone she wanted to date. But I needed to be calm to hear that little voice inside my head, and this PAX had me all riled up. So let's just look them in their eyes in the rearview mirror. I met their eyes in the rearview mirror, and it worked. It was as clear as if they were saying it out loud. I knew they were sorry. They were safe, and they were just trying to survive. Like me. You're the sort of person who feels things just intensely, right? Well, this is an intense situation. Please, take 1 second to see me asking you for help, and drive. Alright. I felt frozen, like things were terrible and they would always be. Alright. I held their gaze. I guess to continue feeling like, you know, yeah, I felt the fear evaporate. My pulse slowed. There we go. They trailed off as they watched my feel-good crash from angry red into a chill green. It seemed to calm them down, too. You're wearing one of those feel things, and it looks like we're cool? Choose your words and packs carefully to shift your mood in a new direction and change your story. Yeah, well, this still isn't right, you know. That's good, because me and the LOPD are not. Floor it. I got us out of there in the nick of time, just as the squad cars rolled up and the bike punks scrambled into the night. Oh, bike punks. Oh, like a motorcycle or something. But were they like... Oh, maybe the mob was fighting the Capra car because it had run his bike over. And bike as in, like, motorcycle, I'm thinking. What's your name? I'm Asul. Ow. Why does adrenaline ever have to wear off? This shoot hurts, dude. I'm Lina. Where are we going? Take me... Shoot. I need to get to work. I work at the club in Los Ojos. It's not that far. I'm... Shoot! Ow! Are you okay? Yeah, let's be human. Are you okay? I'm bleeding. Oh no! Can I help? Can you give me stitches and antibiotics? No. Is it that bad? No, forget it. I'm just rattled. Thanks for asking. And don't worry, I won't mess up your car. That was thoughtful. Neocab is supposed to cover cleaning costs for things like that. But once they do, there's always a mysterious operations surcharge that'll pop up in your paycheck a few days later. I got hit by a Capra. I was on my bike. It came out of nowhere, sideswiped me. Then it just kept driving. Yep. See? Evil corporation. Evil. And that must have been, like, maybe the quote-unquote driver that drove through the crowd of people, maybe that was a passenger. And it wasn't actually a driver, like, in, like, a neocab or something like that, but just, like, they were just, like, in a Capra car, and Capra's just hiding it, because they control the media or something. Right over my freaking bike. Oh my god. What's their ad? Driverless for the people? Did you get that plate number? Yeah, seriously. Did you get the plate number? Did you get the plate number? Shoot. No, I didn't. Don't bother going back, though. Forget it. And all those people just showed up? No. I called a Radix swarm? Yeah, what is a Radix swarm? What's a Radix swarm? You know who Radix is, right? No clue. We're activists. We stand up against corporate entities like Capra. Radix is all about direct action to change the city for the people. Getting rid of cars, that's just the seed. What grows from that are safer streets, public transit that works, a big chunk bitten out of the luxury market. Most people just see us as punks on bikes, but most people are blind. So then, I guess a swarm is just kind of like a bunch of people coming together. But it does sound important because, I mean, they're very idealistic, which is why they're activists. He didn't say anything about, like, doing anything bad. They're just activists in that they swarm in. It sounds like important work. Okay, I don't do it to make people happy. Especially not drivers. It's about building our own community. If you're a member of Radix and you're in trouble, like if you get hit by a freaking Capra, you send up a flare on the app to call a Radix swarm. It alerts the other members, shows them where you are, tells them you need help. Yeah, so that was help? Seriously, they didn't seem like they were helping. They just seemed like they were there just to cause a riot. So that was help? Doesn't seem like it did much for you, if you're here with me. It got crazy. I don't know. I didn't expect that. Is it your first time calling a swarm? Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It's not supposed to be like that. Oh, too much of an idealist. He didn't know. Because sometimes idealists, they believe in the cause and they believe in things that they're fighting for. But sometimes bad people join causes to just do bad things, even though the intent for the original people or a small group of people is like good. What's it supposed to be like? I don't know. I thought they'd save me, but it was like they just showed up to frick up the Capra car. Yeah, I know. Nobody tried to get my bike or whatever. One dude helped me up, but like the second I said I was okay, it didn't matter anymore. Well, yeah. I mean, Neocab to the rescue. Yeah, like jokingly, but you know, I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah. But I'll get you where you need to go. That makes it even worse. Why? Why do you... Yeah, why do you say that? Because it's still a freaking car. You're still putting people at risk every day. Plus, oh, so he doesn't like cars in general. I shouldn't be riding around in a death machine in front of a bunch of Radix folks. Death machine? Come on, you were injured. Getting out of there was the right idea. Yeah, that sounded like bad people's. Do you think they saw me get in? Probably not. They were probably focused on that car. Nah. They seemed pretty focused on the car. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I could feel them relax. Just a little. What a freaking night. My leg's killing me. My bike's gone. They're probably gonna ask me to leave Radix. Yeah, but would that be a bad thing? I mean, they don't seem like the right people. Would that be a bad thing? Yes, it would be a bad thing. Yeah, I just mean they didn't help you. They sound like they take care of their own. Oh, they don't sound like they take care of their own. Whatever. Look, where I'm going, I don't want them to see me get out of your car. So can you just drop me, like, corner of Guadalupe and Saunders? I'll walk the rest of the way. On that leg? It's just a scrape. I'm fine. Sure you don't want to see someone about it? Or your call? Yeah. You sure you don't want to see someone about it? Maybe there's a free clinic nearby. In this town? Yeah, sure. They lean to look out the window. Okay, here's good. Maybe just pull into the alley? The whole block looked pretty deserted, but I still slipped into the shadows. Whatever would put their mind at ease. You don't, like, record this, right? That's the NeoCab deal? Right, no camera, nothing on the app. You were never here, Azul. Okay. Well, how much do I owe you? I mean, it was pretty rough, and he didn't even do anything officially. Maybe we'll just do no charge. No charge. For real? You were in a tough situation. I would have wanted to get out of there, too. Don't worry about the money. Just be safe. Damn. Thank you. Listen, you didn't have to help me out like that. I really appreciate it. But, like, what you saw? No worries. I'll keep it quiet. Thanks. Shoot, wait, I didn't get your name. Lina. Cool. Thanks, Lina. I'm Azul. I said that, right? You did, and you're welcome. Have a good night. Azul stepped out of the car, stumbling a bit like they couldn't put too much weight on their knee. Without so much as a look back, though, they shook it off and limped into the alley. It was well after midnight, and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my field grid. Green. On most nights, I'd call it quits about now, or maybe push on for one last ride if I had it in me. But until I heard from Savvy, I had nowhere to go. When was she going to text me back? Alright, yeah, so no rating because he didn't actually officially give us, you know, put anything in the app. We had Allie last. Liam was there before. Yeah, so do we get anything new here? Nope. All right. Geez, man, that was one hell of a ride. We had Allie come in. She ended up being cool peoples, and then, man, then this happened. That dude, just crazy. And I think maybe we helped change his opinion about either people in Los Ojos or maybe about people who drive cars or something. But, like, you know, he seemed to really, truly appreciate it. I mean, he was in a tough situation there. And I can't imagine, like, you know, you nearly died, like, several times by the Capra car, then by all of those, that Radix swarm, and then if he had gotten caught by the police, he said that he and the police didn't have a very good, like, you know, relation. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, this was quite an involved episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that you will come back for the next one and see what else Lina gets into. And I hope to see you there. Until then, everyone, bye.